All right, welcome back to the channel. I'm here with Stango. It's been a little while, but we are here with the winning deck from YCS Richmond. This is Ernie's deck that I did a deck profile on, and Stango's been actually playing this by himself on DB, he told me today, and I was like, oh, we should probably just do a video where we record, just valuing around, because this is currently the deck of the year. I think that no matter what happens with the championships at the end of the year, between RBET Rulers and the Format Library one, I think that value has solidified itself as the deck to beat going forward in Edison format. It has the most wins, it has a shit ton of tops, but you can just quantify it over the course of the year. Like, I can't even name all the wins that it has, but I can just start with, like, it won Nationals, the Ultimate Time Wizard Tournament, and it just won YCS Richmond Ultimate Time Wizard Tournament by itself. Like, just those two recent events, but before that it has won a couple things, and like it will continue to do so. So this is the deck to beat. And yeah, what do you want to say about this deck, Stango?
I think it's just kind of like the same points that have maybe been said a few different times, even by you.
Yeah.
Um, Bios just feels like kind of like a pile of good cards,
Yep.
and just like an engine that flows into itself. Raiko milling for Sirocco value, Greffer milling for Sirocco value, Army Knight milling for Sirocco value, and then like you get your plague plays that come up kind of rarely. Like usually if plague introduces itself, it's either off of random mill or like an opportune time when you can pitch it off of like Brio or any of the dark monsters.
Yeah, and there's
Um,
always the Armageddon Knight play where you just kind of don't have value or Sirocco on the grave, so you just summon Armageddon and send Plague as a safety net. If things go wrong, you could go Yo Guardian Akaias or something later on in the game. It just kind of it
yeah,
threatens your opponent when you just have Plague sitting in your graveyard, especially game one where there are really no DD Crows. It's kind of like, if I summon this monster, there's a chance that it will just get taken by Goyo Guardian on the next turn. Or if I summon a Synchro, it'll just get brioed on the next turn.
it is very interesting because like funnily enough, it feels like Plague in the decks that do play Plague, it feels like their best play. But funnily enough, in this deck, it doesn't even feel like their best play.
Yeah.
Like a lot of the times when they do a plague play, especially sideboarded games, it feels like their weakest play. That's like the point where it's like they're the most down bad and they need to make a synchro to like deal with what you got going on. Because usually they're just trying to beat down and control where they're popping back rows to clear the way for their aggression, or they're Kaiasing monsters to clear way for their aggression.
Yeah. One of the things
Like,
I think that's really interesting about this deck is that it comes at you from so many different angles. It's really hard to predict what any one game against Value Turbo is going to play like. And I think that is its biggest strength, is how random it can be. I've played games with it and against it where I OTK my opponent, and I've been OTK literally from 8,000, from 6,600, from taking one Armageddon Knight, and then next turn I like randomly die. The fact that it can do that, the fact that it can play like this really slow, grindy game, and now that they've removed oppression, or at least Ernie did to win this last event, which I think people will start to follow suit. But now that oppression is no longer in the main deck for Value Turbo, which we used to consider that to be one of its biggest strengths, but now that they've taken that out, they are able to play Gores, Chaos Sorcerer, and Return, which are three limited cards that are all bombs. Like, these are fucking bombs. And the deck used to just have Dark Arm and Burial as its main bombs, and then you could say like Kaias is like a smaller bomb because it's just like a regular thing that happens in Edison format. Everyone expects a Kaias, but you can never prepare for Dark Arm. You can't prepare for Burial because they're one-ofs, right? You don't really play around them, and you don't really side against them or anything like that. You just accept that some games they might have Dark Arm, some games they might have Burial. Now they have Return, Chaos Sorcerer, and Gores to add to their bombs, and all of those cards can actually win the game on their own, crazily enough. So this deck is getting kind of scarier. Like, Oppression is very, very good, but I think that if the format is going to be Hero Beat, Black Wings, and Value Turbo mirror matches for the people who actually play Value Turbo, then it makes sense that Oppression would not be in the main deck because it's not particularly good in those decks. Of course, there are situations where every card can be good. You can oppress a Blizzard maybe, or you can oppress a Dark Arm in a mirror match or something. But like, over the course of many rounds, you want consistency. You want cards that do a lot across different matchups and stuff. And Oppression is kind of falling off because outside of the Frog matchup, I would say that there are not many decks that people play as much as they play Blackwing, Hero Beat, and Value Turbo that Oppression actually works against. So, yeah, that's kind of like my take on it. Did you want to say something about that?
uh, Another thing that I kind of thought was interesting, because we actually watched OG, our buddy Gary, play a lot of Vayu over the past couple of his tournament runs, and like, you know, coming to a varying success, like either placing pretty well or like getting knocked out pretty early. And Frazier actually mentioned it, which I kind of agreed. This deck oddly has like some situations where it's really weird and rough to go second, and especially if you're opening up on the die roll and you're going second like game one. Oppression actually almost feels like kind of like a like in of course it still can do things when it's going second, but it somehow like feels awkward and weird going second with this deck because a lot of the times the way this deck opens, unless it opens like an all monster hand or like an obvious dark arm like loop where like, okay, this is my turn one, this is going to be my turn two, and then my turn three is going to be dark arm. Oppression like kind of conflicts with a lot of those strategies. And like, I don't know, like something about just like oppression locking out your bombs like Dark Arm. And also, you know, some people do play Gores when they even play an oppression deck, like True Hero when he was playing Black Wings, he was playing Gores regardless of that.
Yeah, and the winner of RBET Orlando, I believe, played one oppression and then the Gore's Chaos Sorcerer return package. So he still teched one. And I think Ernie was just like, okay, no half measures. I'm a big fan of no half measures too. I'm like, if you're going to do something, go all in. That's just kind of how I am. So I like the idea of if I'm going to play this card, I'm going to play either both of it or none of it. The one seems like you're just hoping, you know, that, oh, I have it at the right time or that it's useful. And don't get me wrong, it is still one of the best cards in the format. I don't want this to sound like a bashing oppression session because the card, I'm one of the biggest advocates of that card being insane. I still think the card is insane, especially considering the deck that I'm known for playing. But like, I understand why it would fall out of the meta if it's not particularly good against the best decks right now.
Yeah, I think the way this deck is designed from the main 40 and then the sideboard 15, I think it's designed very intelligently for what the atmosphere of the meta looks like right now. So I think that speaks to more of why I like the oppression in the side and not in the main at all. Than necessarily about the individual power or like the benefits or disadvantages of playing the card. I think it's just a smart build for what's going on right now.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. I think that it just makes sense to me. Like when I saw it, I was like, yeah, I get it. I'm a big fan of oppression and everything like that. And Vayu Turbo, when I've tested and played with it, it seemed like the right thing. But then now that I'm looking at what they replaced it with.
It's hard when you're looking at oppression, you're just, and you see it in the sideboard or like, you know, maybe you even see it in a deck that traditionally can play oppression, but isn't. You have this like instinctual flinch of being like, oh man, like what's going on here? Like there's no oppression in the main, like what are we doing? But if you take the context of what's happening with the game right now, the story starts making sense.
Yeah, no, it definitely does. Well, we can just hop into a game now.
All right.
Here, let's do that.
A few moments later.
All right.
I'm gonna smash him with a rock.
He said, "I'm gonna rock you back."
I'm gonna smash him with a rock.
All right, rock successful. The real Sasha Grey. Let's see what we got.
Okay.
Oh, that auto draw still throws me off. that just threw me off.
It definitely does.
Our hand is very good. We have, oh my god, we have like so much. He might die next turn. Definitely charge Light Brigade, get Ryko, and go from there.
Yeah, there's a consideration of not setting the Ryko turn one.
Yeah, because
maybe even putting the Plague down.
Yeah, because that is the third dark. Let me see your grave. Now
that is the third dark.
Yeah, I personally still like setting the Ryko just because even though they know you have it, like what the fuck are they really gonna do? But do you want to really set the Plague? Like, is that what you really want to do?
I think I like setting the Plague because I can even like go like Dark Arm and then like Stardust, like Monster.
Right. Go for it.
There's a lot you can do by setting the Plague here.
All right.
And if somehow I don't win the game from like this combination of cards in my hand, Ryko will help me grind through the later parts of the game.
Yeah.
Where I'm like taking out back rows and then continuing pushes and stuff. So I think this is fine. Yep. He's probably on Hero Beat with E-Call and Stratos, but
See, that's the thing. You can't tell that from that opening.
Yeah.
This could be frogs.
Yeah, this can still be frogs. So
Yeah, this actually
we're
looks like
still-
frogs to me. Because he searched ocean. Okay, well, it's definitely not frogs now. But
Are you
searching
sure?
ocean.
could be trap frogs.
Stop.
That return was really good, actually.
Yes, it was.
So I just kind of want to go like hard in the paint with like dark arm. Do we want to try to get lucky and hit another back row and not the bottomless? Is that like the greed in our heart?
I don't think there's anything wrong with that, to be honest. Because if we hit the not bottomless card, we kind of just win.
Yeah, that's so much going well for us right there.
Yeah, we kind of just win if that happens. So I kind of like it. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, we just have to hit a. What is it technically? It's like a 1 in 3. Is that actually the odds? I think it's actually a little different. What's our banish card? Because we have a consideration for return.
Well, definitely
Army Knight sets up.
Definitely
Yeah.
Armageddon Knight first. It's not even a question. All right.
All
Let's
right.
roll the
Let's
dice.
see.
This is crazy. There's no way
This
this is
one.
gonna. There's no
Don't
way.
hit the bottomless card.
There's no way.
But if this rocks, I don't know what universe we're in right now. By the way, if that happens,
Yeah, God, this is so dumb. Dark Arm on turn 2.
with
Like
one
immediate.
spell, we played a single spell.
Oh my God.
Okay. Wow. What does that mean for us?
You haven't normal summoned yet.
Yeah. So
Gruffer, pitch value, stack for
And then,
summon.
like-
Yeah, summon Gruffer.
Yeah,
Pitch value,
yeah.
send Sirocco. Let's just start doing it because you know me,
Yeah.
I'm a doer.
yeah. Okay. So this
So-
is where we are.
So then
This is
stack
4.
for plague by putting a fucking Raikou on top. You can't use that card this turn.
Yeah.
The devil's coming back.
So like he didn't like.
Bro, he doesn't have anything. We already know
Yeah.
that.
He,
Dark
he
Arm
just
walk.
doesn't. He just doesn't have anything.
Yeah.
So I mean, get
Ba-
rid of the.
Yeah, banish the
Get rid of the back row.
Yeah.
That's. Yeah.
Oh my God. What is happening?
Is he dead?
Bro, banish for
Yeah,
for the guy. Oh my God, is he dead?
I think he literally is dead.
Oh my Lord.
What do we even do here? There's so much to do.
I don't
It's
even
like,
know.
what's-
I'm not even
I
kidding.
think it's synchro this off and then burial make another guy.
Okay. Well, let's do. Okay, yeah. All right. You can just do it. Just do it.
Yeah, I think it's like. Fuck it. I'm just making dark end. Like I just want to get it all in. Like he doesn't
Okay.
have gores after saying all that, right? So it's just
No,
like,
he definitely doesn't have Gores. I will lose my mind if he has Gores. Like, stop.
Yeah,
All right.
I'm playing all my cards. I'm just letting him know that he was beat no matter what.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna put the plague back though.
Put the play. What the fuck? Why not?
Well, because we have return, right?
Yeah, I don't care about. Anyway, all right. We could discuss that at another point. That was
Yeah,
gross. That was really gross.
I just like Frazier. It was like
That was
kinda
so gross.
We reached the catalyst where like I felt that you were still trying to play right, and I was just like putting my hand up. I was just like, it doesn't matter.
Well, I said it doesn't. The second he didn't bottomless you, first of all, everything about that was gross. That was
This
gross.
was me. This was me right here. You said, "Wait, how about we do this play?" And I went like this.
Okay, here you go with this bullshit again. Get this out of my video. Get this off of my video. Get this
You
shit.
said, hold on, let's play right. And I'm like, no, this is me.
Get this off my fucking video.
All right, let's side.
All right.
So,
Snowman, Cyber Dragon, my body,
yep.
Dust Tornadoes.
Yeah, dust tornadoes.
I feel bad. This guy's like waiting on us. So we're going second. So Dust Shoot instantly. Just check
Yeah,
rocks.
that's definitely a no.
What else doesn't make sense? Like, how good is Necro Garden in this particular matchup? Probably not very good, right?
I don't think great.
Yeah,
no.
we're siding in monsters too. We sided in 2 monsters, so Gardner doesn't seem good in this particular matchup. What else? So triple D prison. Do we need triple? How do we feel about bottomless going second? Let's start out a bottomless. I don't like that card going second, especially against this deck
Yeah.
where they're going to Summer Stratos turn 1 and then like have the.
Well, if we're gonna side out one,
I mean, I'm with it.
yeah, if we're
I'm
gonna
with
side
it.
out one, let's just side out 2, and then
Yeah.
we only need one more.
Yeah, so let's look at this. Put the thinking emoji on just to give some courtesy here.
I already gave it to him.
Oh, good.
He's not getting 2.
Yeah, I agree. He's definitely. Oh, Caius. Take out a Caius.
Okay.
Did we take out both Kai's maybe? Is there anything else to put in?
Is there anything else to put in?
Let's just go with this.
Okay.
Yeah, this is fine.
I mean, listen. I'm not even gonna hold it against him.
Yeah,
the
no.
impatientness of siding after what I just did to him, like he can have that.
Yeah, he really wants to get in. You know, like I get it.
He really wants to play at some point.
Yeah, he wants to get in, and I understand. After what happened to him, I understand.
Yeah,
I want to get in too. You know.
Okay. I'm just thinking set Ryko.
I like set Ryko. You don't want to put a torrential down? I mean, I guess there's really no...
I'm thinking about it because it's like...
There's really no point, I guess. Unless he crosses us out. There's no point
because I kind of want a card trooper crash into his alias.
Okay. I like that. We just have to hold that. I just hope we don't get crossed out. Do we want to Rhoda for Armageddon Knight first? Because
sure, if that's what you want to do.
Yeah, because we have a Greffer. The only other target I believe is Armageddon Knight, right?
Yeah,
and so I kind of just want to
get him in the hand.
I kind of want to diversify it, yeah, because we're about to mill 3 cards potentially, and yeah.
I'll set the torrential.
Okay, I don't think it hurts us to set it, to be honest, in this matchup. Like, I don't think it's gonna do anything.
Yeah.
I'm always annoyed with the idea of people siding cross out. I think the card is fucking awful. But like, there are certain situations where it's like, oh, it could be good. Like if you summon alias here and cross us out, then obviously we're taking 37 to the dome, and then we're in a really awkward spot from there, where it's like our life points are low. We have to try to clap back.
Yep.
Okay.
That's
this is fine. Yeah.
It's very minimal damage.
Yes. We could also send this card trooper in officially to try to deal with Stratos.
Yeah, which is probably going to be what happens unless we get a good top here.
One of the worst tops. Okay. Yeah, I think it's card trooper still, because summoning Greffer and pitching doesn't really do anything in terms we would have to summon our 2300.
Yeah, we're just doing a lot into a lot of back row, so let's just do the minimal.
This is way too many monsters though. Okay, that's actually really good. We got half of a
a combo going.
Yeah. So we probably get Hero Blast here.
Hero Blast, Prison. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That's fine. All right. So hopefully he summons again, because he might not have a read on torrential.
Yeah.
But we'll see. Yes, that's
definitely. And we take Silent Room, we go to next game. Okay.
All right. You got it.
Quick. Look at that. Look at that. No games have been played. Not a single game has been played so far. Okay. So we're going first. So does anything change? I don't really think it does. I think that everything.
So we can get rid of a Caius for bottomless, but I would want to put another one if I'm gonna do one.
You're saying like if you wanted to put? I could see putting in a bottomless trap hole for the one. The one Caius is kind of. I can't believe this guy kept Rodin versus Value. I'm not surprised by anything that people do nowadays. Like, nothing surprises me. Like, even game 1 when you were like, oh, if he has Gores. Honestly, if you'd have dropped Gores, I'd have been like, that's fucking crazy. But I wouldn't
That's crazy, but let's
like,
just move on.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's Edison. I'm so used to people doing whatever they want. So it's honestly not even that crazy of a thing at this point. I think we're good to go in like this. Like, I don't think anything was wrong with our deck. We just kind of drew 5 monsters.
We drew little monster heavy. And our only play to like do a controlled dueling game was Outed by Gemspark, which on paper should have been pretty poor for him to do that, but we just drew too many monsters, so we didn't really have much retaliation for it.
Yeah, it could have been Gemspark. It could have also been Cross Out. Always, like I said, this deck, when it has to go second, it's such an interesting go second deck. Okay, this is a hand.
So interesting. I feel like this guy knows a little bit of what he's doing. So what do you think about like setting value, setting D prison, and like making him think we're on a Ryko? Because I feel like he'd be less inclined to set back row, maybe. Thoughts?
I kind of like that. I also like, so there's consideration for also just setting D prison. So either one of those is fine.
Yeah.
So I guess there's no exposure if you just set, if you set both, let's set both. Because even if he Gemspark, if he goes attack with Alias and he goes Gemspark to face down monster, it's like, okay, it's the same thing as if, like, we want the value in the grave. It's not a big problem. We have Armageddon Knight to convert it.
Yeah. And I feel like this way, like maybe he plays a little bit more cards into this. Okay.
That's slightly annoying.
This is slightly annoying, but we can just Goyo this, honestly. Which,
let's discuss that. Okay, well now,
I mean, we could just run it back again, right?
yeah, we could run it back and then deprison the mole because that thing causes problems. So do exactly what you just did, and then let's see how this plays out.
Yeah.
I don't want to go for Armageddonite just yet because that plays a little desperate. Like if we get okay, well, this is okay. All right.
It's slightly not getting that bad, honestly.
No, it's not. But it is annoying.
The fact that he actually used a heavy storm in this situation, I'm a tad bit happy about that because now I feel like now he's gonna do that.
Yeah. Well, look at that.
Okay.
All right.
So
let's try to run it back one more time. Yes.
Because now if he has Dust Tornado,
yes,
he's now really cooked.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's really frustrating now that the Gores came down because he would have got punished already.
It's all right.
Yeah. All right, get rid of that thing. Solemn. Oh, I would have loved the Solemn right there. He'd have lost instantly.
Yeah, Solemn would be great.
Yeah. Okay.
Interesting.
So...
well, now at this point...
trying to think about what we need to do here. So
well, we need to clear the monster for sure.
Yeah, but I'm just saying like summon Gref, send Sirocco, attack over his guy is the play. My body's super awkward now that our life points are this fucking low, which is annoying that we drew the Gores right after taking 4,200. The question is, are we heavying or not? And that's like the main thing. Is like, are we playing Heavy Storm this turn?
Yeah, it's weird. I almost have a feeling that I actually want to just pass here and just like bank it on like a Heavy Storm Armageddonite attack like play to like just get us there.
I don't really like that with 3,800 left.
Yeah, it's so much damage to be taking, but
yeah, we might have to just use our heavy on the one and then try to. I don't really like the pass thing. Like if he has a second monster, he attacks with that first, and then we have to drop Gores on that. I'm not really a fan. Also, taking 2,100 does that 2,100? Okay, it's deep prison, which coincidentally
would have stopped us.
Yeah.
All right. Declare this. Does he have the crow as well? No. Okay.
Are we about to get honest of all time?
Yep.
No. Just say no. Okay, you could do that too. Thumbs up is fine.
Yeah, like
yeah.
Stop wasting my time, bro.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. I think we just pass because
my body isn't doing anything for us in this position.
Yeah, so it's awkward with the Gores. It's funny because my body would have been great in that game where he Gemini sparked like willy nilly. Yep. We need to draw a charge of the Light Brigade.
Charge would be pretty fantastic here.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was all right, attack over this for 1,000.
Oh god. What does that say? That is interesting. They went after
I think he's just taking a value trade, not okay.
Yeah. Okay, I hope
that's a good answer to it.
Yeah, I hope you're right. So what do we want to do here?
I mean, we have to set Mirror Force. That's the objective thing that's going to happen.
Yes. So
I wonder if setting a defense will make him more inclined to attack into it.
I wouldn't put the guy in defense, I'll be honest. Me personally, I don't know, maybe that's wrong, but I just don't want to do that.
I'm not setting both. I'm only setting Mirror Force.
You don't want to set both. So that was the thing I was thinking about. Is like, do we set both?
Not setting both.
The reason why
no, I know you're thinking about Dust Tornado, but I'm just leaving myself up to like.
Wasn't thinking about Dust Tornado. I was specifically thinking about like him summoning Alias and Gemini Spark in the back row and attacking. But this is fine. Let's just set Mirror Force. You want to set Mirror Force? I'm fine with this.
Yeah, I'll just set Mirror Force and live on.
Yeah, we kind of just drew our cards in the wrong order. Like Gores would have punished that fucking Grand Mole stuff so bad. Like it would have been so bad. Yeah, let's get rid of this.
He was getting really silly with this Grand Mole Cyber Dragon play.
Yeah. I mean, it did the most. Okay, that's a very good draw.
That's really good defense.
So we're just going in,
taking that.
Yep. Now, okay, before you set your monster, I'm thinking if we should set the My Body now. I'm starting to think.
Set it now.
Yeah, I'm starting 100%. To think that now
is the Snowman's going to be defense enough for.
Yeah. I'm in agreement here.
I think Gores he's not a factor in my mind anymore.
Yeah, I think we just give up on
Snowman.
I would have loved if the Snowman was a Raikou just because it is Chaos Sorcerer, but we'll take the Snowman.
Snowman realistically will hold it down.
It's the one Snowman.
Okay. So, I mean, I'm just going to attack if you have D prison set that like.
It's a new D prison if they have it though, right? Like it would have just came if it came at all.
So what are you thinking? Like you want to pass a turn on it?
No, I would attack into it. Fuck yeah.
Okay. Yeah, the way you said that, I was just like, okay, yeah, that makes more sense.
Yeah, set our dust and pass.
Yeah. Interestingly enough, I could actually super trick them with like a Gores on a Dust Tornado. No, you have to target your own opponent's card. I was saying some crazy shit that could happen.
Yeah, no, you can't dust your own card.
Honestly, my cards are just not they're not coming to me the way I want them to. Sure. Summon that guy.
Oh god.
What are you gonna do? Miracle Fusion? This Kaiku seems like he actually can be annoying.
He doesn't have any heroes in grave, right? I don't see any heroes. So this is
no. So this is acceptable to leave the ocean there.
Yeah. So the Kaiku is definitely a bigger problem. And also killing the ocean is just giving him Miracle Fusion.
Mm-hmm.
What are our back rows again? I'm so annoyed. He drew
My Body.
He drew no fucking aliases and Gemini Sparks, it looks like.
Well, that just means he's more likely to draw them upcoming.
Yeah, I knew this was obviously this is happening. We really need a light monster.
So badly.
Not you saying
it's so badly. No reason to dust something that's live.
Yeah, I don't see a reason to dust. Ah, yes. My favorite fucking card.
We just always are just drawing this shit so late.
I hate this card. I said it before we even started playing. I fucking hate Bottomless Trap Hole. It's one of the reasons why I do not play decks like this.
He also got through all of our D prisons. That's fucking wild.
Yes, MST plus Heavy Storm. Like, he drew a perfect go second hand.
I'm going to just set it because
it stops
no reason, us taking damage.
Yeah, there's no reason not to set it. I think that literally this is like worst case scenario type vibes right here.
Yeah, this is like really bad repeated draws.
Yeah, because the Gores after 4200 was bad. Now Bottomless plus Dust Tornado, never see a Raikou, have Chaos Sorcerer. This is seeing like the downside of the deck, like where things can go wrong.
I mean, this doesn't even really feel specific to like the downside of this deck. This just feels like I'm playing Edison format. Like I'm just drawing Edison format hand.
Yep, that is actually true. Game 1 we killed on turn 2, and then this game we're dying to 0 unopposed. That like.
Uh-huh.
What's our grave?
Nothing.
Just thinking about what we need to draw.
It's very weak what we can draw. Okay, well we just need him not draw a monster because it's game.
Yeah, he hasn't seen Stratos yet, which is crazy.
Yeah. Is there any universe we can play out of this? It feels very bleak. I mean, Dark Arm is live. Okay. That is actually a start to something new.
Yeah, we needed this a long time ago.
Now it's Gemini Spark just set and then Alias just drawn. That's what just happened. Oh, okay. No, it's just
I love it.
The Nobleman of Crossout.
Yes, that was good. GG's. Yeah. Okay. All right. GG's.
All right. Well. Well, that was yeah. I mean,
let's watch the replay real quick.
Yeah, let me pull it up. So where are we at? All right. So I mean, our game 1 was Exodia.
Yes, we literally Exodia game 1. It's not even like.
Yeah. Even though I like summoning more Dark Arm on like when he closes the game, I think game 2 Dark Arm is like just out of this world crazy that I don't even like. I think it's worth the value even if he got bottomless there because it just takes so many cards to just clear the aggression for all the other things in our hand. And then we just honestly OTK there like crazy. And then what happens here? We just get like 2 turned on like.
Yeah, so we get Gem Sparked here. When we set a monster.
Yep. Sets the deep prison. Imagine if this was like our sideboarded my body. Like that'd be so ruinous.
That'd be very ideal, but also slightly unrealistic, I guess.
Yeah, definitely for sure.
And then he reinforces the back row. So what's his back row now? He just draw Starlight Road or something? Is that what happened? Because like
that was in his opener. He just didn't set Starlight Road turn 1 for whatever reason.
Are you sure? That sounds crazy to me. He opened
I'll refresh it and go to game 2.
Yeah, I really didn't notice that.
I saw Starlight in the opener, or at least in the second hand, but we'll see. So yeah, he drew it. It looks like.
Okay, so he did not open Starlight Road. I was about to say that doesn't even sound right.
Yeah, he doesn't open it.
Yeah, he draws it for turn.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm about to say,
and then like, that's how it gets here. Because I didn't consider the Gem Spark draw. That's why I got confused on it. But anyway.
Well, he didn't draw it off a Gem Spark. He drew it for turn. But like what you said, to be honest with you, didn't make sense.
Yeah.
That's you know how I always say Yu-Gi-Oh tells a story. Every game there's a story. I could look at a graveyard and just tell exactly what happened. Mm-hmm. And that's how I knew. I was like, there's no way he has Starlight Road. Okay,
and
so
then it was just like this weird shit where it was just like this was just like oddly very good.
Yeah. You know what's crazy?
I felt really good. Yeah.
What's annoying is that our hand allowed us to play the way we play, or we could just like continue to do the same setup because he can't clear this setup in any way without specifically MST and Heavy, which are both limited cards. Yeah. And like we don't have to play into a really bad DD Crow because that would be disastrous if we went some Armageddonite and try to make like a fucking Goyo Guardian into possibly getting Crow. We're in like a really awkward spot. I also didn't want to use Heavy for any reason because he's only setting 1 back row, and we still have like all that we're really being pressured by here is a Grammel. So if we just deprison the Grammel, we're fine with the value going to the graveyard, and Armageddonite converts for an arm wang and it beats over it, and we have the Heavy summon the guarantee that goes through. So like we literally just drew in the wrong order basically. If Gores came any turn earlier, like this turn that we just drew or the next turn, but we instead draw triple deprison. I'm also not a fan of drawing triples, if anything, in Yu-Gi-Oh! Except maybe live Miracle Fusion, but it has to be live Miracle Fusion.
Yeah, and at this point here, it's just like, I just didn't even want to use a Heavy Storm, but like, it's just what we had to do because...
Yeah, and so what I said was going to happen was he was going to summon Diva, get Gilman, and attack lowest to highest, and we were going to have to like awkwardly drop Gores, you know, on basically the first attack because none of them can beat Gores, so you would just drop it on hopefully if he attacks stupidly.
I guess the only consideration though is that if we think about it like maybe overall is that like even if we drop it on the lowest attack, he can't beat Gores with a monster, and he doesn't currently have Miracle Fusion live, so maybe that was fine overall, perhaps.
Yeah, looking at the way the game played out for sure.
I don't know if that's hindsight, but I'm just kind of like, if I'm imagining the board state where it's just like no monster that he normal summons beats Gores by itself, and he needs Ab-Zero to threaten the Gores, So I think maybe in hindsight, or just like better thinking overall of the game state in general, that might have been better to do, but who knows? I think honestly, a lot of it came down to is that we just drew like all of our cards that we wanted to see sooner when he was doing this whole grand mole loop thing.
Yeah.
That really shouldn't have gone on as long as it did.
I hate the idea of passing to Cyber Dragon with the hope of dropping Gores, and then knowing that if he has a monster, because we don't know his hand until now, but like knowing that if he has a monster other than the fucking Grand Mole that's been pressuring us, which we would have just found out, he does have Diva, and Diva allows him to make like anything at that point. Like he could even go, if Gores was that much of a problem for him, he could just Black Rose. And then our life points are also so fucking low after take, because we're going to take a direct attack from something.
We'll take like on average probably 18, because it would be Stratos that he would likely summon. So like we would be from 31 to what?
I think we were at 38. I think because we took.
I think it was 31 if I remember correctly.
Well, doesn't
you were right? 38. It was 38.
Yeah, 2 Cyber Dragons. Yeah. All right. Well, let's get into another game. Let's see if we can not get fucked on our draws. All right. This is gonna be the one. This is gonna be it.
Yep. Let's get it.
All right.
Okay.
I like it. This would have been an auto win going first, but I'll take it.
He's not playing 40. Playing 43.
Yeah, I did not notice that, but you were right. That's definitely 43. That's far too many cards. What the fuck is happening? Oh. Okay. Yes, we drew Armageddon Knight. Oh, the devil.
The devil has came. So what cards did he set that he didn't want to pitch?
Trade
so I
in.
guess like draw spells? Yeah, trade in. Definitely not future fusion. So it's like trade in, like double trade in?
Not double trade in. That sounds like a wild thing to do. I could see setting one trade in. You don't set double trade in. You're fucking trying to just Casino Royale out there.
Constant reincarn. Okay.
Oh, this is cute. Some cute shit is happening.
This is some cute shit. Yeah, we don't have a main deck crow, my guy. You're good. Wait, he's getting Fock?
He's getting Phantom of Chaos, yes.
Sure.
This is so interesting. I don't recall this deck playing Malicious, so I'm very curious of what this is now. Oh god, what is this?
It's interesting to say the least. Okay, setting himself back a draw. So I imagine Stardust is the one that you're making.
Yeah, I imagine as well. And we are going for the quickest Brio that you ever did see. Banish that Plague Spreader for me, please.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you didn't normal summon.
Yep.
This is true.
So he got the Phantom of Chaos back and he milled it? Am I fucking tripping? I guess he had to play Monster Reincarnation to discard Malicious. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, anyway.
Okay.
So now I think we summon Greffer, pitch Garna, send the Plague Spreader.
That's a little better.
Yeah, it also kills Lila too in this exchange. Like if things go wrong.
Solemn in your Phantom of Chaos.
Solemn would be fucking insane. That would be so absurd.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we're drawing any card no matter what. So
yes. We can only normal summon once per turn.
Monster.
Yep. Not in attack mode. Alright. The fastest Brio you ever did see.
Okay. So I don't think we need Caius in our life. If I'm
Yeah,
being
Caius is
honest.
going.
Yeah.
I would have definitely. Go ahead, discard. I think we could have gotten rid of Hamster in hindsight, but I don't think this game is going to go much longer the way it's going right now. And let me see your grave. Okay. So we have Garna, we have Vayu, we have Armageddonite, we're drawing Hamster for whatever reason if things go like, I don't know, the fucking most... Okay. Alright, my guy. I think that was the top deck, but...
I mean, he didn't shuffle, I don't think, right? So
Yeah.
nope. He just did that shit right away.
What is this deck, though, where it can do what he just did? Like, I'm annoyed that he's up a card after losing both his monsters.
He monster reincarnated and card destructed himself.
Yes.
And stacked for plague.
And lost his whole field. And he's like still up a card. Like, get the fuck out. Like, how about you get the fuck out?
So let me look at what he put back, because honestly, I didn't even know what he plays. So he put back a Phantom of Chaos, a Ryko.
Yeah, I think we summon Armageddonite and then send the other half of Vayu.
Yep.
And then we go Brio, bounce your monster, attack.
Yeah, I agree.
Yep, in.
Yep. Yep.
Because if he doesn't deal with this, he's just locked, right? Like, I hate when people take all the damage. That shit triggers me. Oh my god.
All right, well, that's the Ryko we bounced up.
Wait, so he had that solar recharge though, right?
Yeah, it was set.
I am confused on what is happening right now. I genuinely am.
The replay will spell the mystery out for us.
Ooh.
It's okay.
DB rated at the bottom is just not. It's not it. All right. I hope he doesn't think that anything has changed. I don't give a fuck about that brain control. I'll tell you right now.
Yeah, the brain control is it's a minimal loss.
It is nothing to me. I've never seen something mean less to me than that brain control did just now.
Why would I?
Why would I
brain control you? You spent your whole turn setting a monster.
Yeah, I've never seen anything mean less to me than that brain control.
Why would I want to take any of your monsters? They're not strong enough to beat me right now.
All right, let's get these bottomlesses out of here. I want deck Devi. I also want compulses. That actually stops with the bullshit he's trying to do. So, he's trying to Norlaris, I feel like.
Something tells me that, like, back row removal isn't actually that good.
Yeah, because he doesn't have real ones. So maybe Heavy Storm can go and we keep MST.
Yeah. Like, that's where I'm at. It's given that.
Yeah, I like the idea. The rest of it is, it's still, it's value turbo. It's gonna do value turbo things. Yeah, I think this is fine.
This is good with me.
Yeah, we don't really know what we're playing against for real. Like, it's clearly some kind of Phantom of Chaos. I assume Norlaris is in there somewhere, but like, we haven't seen enough of the deck to really know exactly what it's on.
Yep.
It's doing way too many graveyard things, though. I know that. Like, you can't be like Pot of Avarice, but also use my whole graveyard for my plays in the same deck. Like, that'd be like Pot of Avarice being played in Value Turbo. Like, how mad would you be if your Value Turbo opponent was like, I'm an Avarice now?
Okay. So setting cards first. And then Foolish Barreling. Got it. I'm just going to do this because he seems to want like responses on everything. But this is Edison format, sir. This is Wendy's. So
don't do him like this.
Just please. Thank you.
Okay. Well, we have Rhoda for 4,000. So, and I'm actually at the point where
I think I'm down the Rhoda for 4,000.
Yeah, I think you know where I'm at actually.
Yeah.
You know me very well.
That's Rhoda for 4,000.
Yeah, you know where I'm at. We'll worry about making Chaos Whisper live later, at a later date. Just not today's date. Yeah, we will worry about that at another date.
I would like to do half, sir.
Yeah, I want half your life because I do not believe you're playing a real deck. So there's that. Take it
Why
on
don't
the
you take
chin.
it all? Why don't you take it all at the same time while you're at it?
There we go. Just a quick pop.
And why don't you take it all at the same time while you're at it?
Just a quick pop of 4K, like a TV. Just doing 4K like a TV. One time. Don't tell us you lost. Don't start talking about GG's, bro. You better put up some kind of a fight. What did he foolish? I'm sorry. My attention span.
For Mally. For Mally.
I just can't deal. All right.
Sure.
Here we go.
Retaliation.
I hope he doesn't think that we're above summoning Ryko and crashing it to summon cast or to banish whatever he fucking makes. Like, I hope he doesn't think that we're above doing that next turn. Because we're not.
You're treating his deck the sweetest.
We're not above summoning Ryko and crashing.
So
into
you're calling
whatever.
you're calling his deck a Hershey Kiss, is what you're saying.
I'm telling you that I'm not above the rim right now. Okay, I don't have it all. Is what I'm telling you.
He's a Hershey Kiss.
What's he gonna gain on? I'm curious. Is he gonna go for the big one or the small one? Because the Greffer is more threatening. I promise you. I promise you that the Greffer needs to be cleared. Is 600 life points worth it?
I think there's a universe where. Yep, I was about to say. I think there's a universe where he doesn't see the Greffer needs to be cleared.
Yeah,
654.
Greffer is a fucking liability to him on our field, just chilling there. Like, granted, we don't have anything to convert right now. Well, we kind of do, but I'm not getting rid of our sorcerer for this.
We honestly do, because we're gonna just draw Dark Monster.
And there we go, Greffer's liability. All right.
We can actually do the Mizziost. The Mizziost.
I like the Mizziost, actually.
All right, well, I'm doing the Mizziost then. And by the Mizziost, I mean game.
Oh, okay.
I think it's game at least, right? Let me think. So I have this one that's 25, 23. How much is that? That sounds like game, right?
How are you getting the light monster? Are you doing plague?
That's Brio. Yeah, I'm doing plague, I think.
Okay. I'm down. I mean, I don't know what you're taking so long for. The only thing we would be sending here is plague. Like that part is easy. Okay. Now let's activate plague and see what happens. Wink wink nudge nudge. Like
wink wink. Wink wink nudge nudge.
Okay.
All right. So here's where I'm at. Only the monsters getting bounced. I hope you know.
Oh, Stango, I'm fully in support of whatever nonsense that you're on. If you want to go all in and kill this person and murder him,
it's time to.
I am all in on whatever.
I name it. just like Mark Cuban. My name is Mark Cuban. And in this duel, I'm out.
Yeah, I'm all in.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, no torrential was suspected. Yeah, I'm all in. And if he has Mirror Force, we'll go to the next game. It's fine.
Yeah.
GG. Okay, he was actually very peaceful about it. Like he like laid down peacefully. That's so interesting.
Yeah.
I'm not used to people just like.
I got a lot of points for that.
Yeah. Well, it's probably because we lost the last one.
Well, we only lost like 3.
Yeah, I noticed that. I guess I don't know what to say. I don't know how this works. So I'm not a ladder guy. I've never been this kind of person. I fucking hate online Yu-Gi-Oh to be 100%, but you know, I love making content, so I'm at odds with myself. You know, I guess we can watch the replay real quick just to see like what this deck was even trying to do.
Yeah.
Okay. So what did he say? It was Solar Recharge and what? Monster Reincarnation.
Recharge and Reincarnation.
And he doesn't play the Solar Recharge. What the fuck is that?
What is that? What is that, in fact? Damn. You found the Avarice. You found the Avarice nice and easy.
Yeah.
Hot and fresh out the kitchen.
Not hot and fresh out the kitchen. He has multiple avarices.
Oh God.
He has Avarai.
He set his avarice into nothing.
Yes. All right, so
that's where it went wrong.
So, oh my God, our opponent's deck and their technical play is like it needs some work, to put it nicely. It just needs some work.
Yeah, that's tough. It's like some Twilight Phantom of Chaos deck.
It's doing the most, is what it is.
It's also got heroes in it as well. What's this set?
Does it really have heroes?
Yeah, remember? He has fucking Mally and shit. So
I don't consider that to be...
I imagine you were playing Stratos, unless this is I'm only milling Mally.
No. I don't agree. I don't think that he's doing Stratos. I'm sorry.
He's doing Stratos.
I'm sorry. I can't go down this path with you. I can't go down this path.
Only the monster is getting bounced today, sir.
Yeah, I mean, we just don't respect decks like this. So you have to, you have to show us. You have to show us that we need to have respect. And he didn't show a single trap that was like, I demand some respect. So therefore, we did our thing. I think we can end it there. That was pretty fun. Like, we got the OTK someone on turn 2, even though we got backdoor 2-0'd after that. Like, I'll take it, because the way it happened, it was like, all right, well, game 2 was all, he non-gamed us. Game 2, we non-gamed him game 1. And then game 3 was like a grueling draw.
It was kind of a brick on both sides, honestly. Like, all he really had going on was this fucking Grand Mole Cyber Dragon shit. And like, if I drew even 2% real, then like that shit was getting shut down.
You could have drew Gores earlier. Yeah, you could have drew Gores earlier. You could have drew a Light Monster for Chaos Sorcerer earlier after that whole debacle was done with. There was a lot of things that could have gone wrong. But sometimes, and this is one of the things about Edison format that can be quite frustrating, and everyone who's played the format has experienced this, but you definitely can draw your cards in the wrong order. One of the biggest examples of that, and I complain about this all the time, is when you set Solemn. So you have Solemn set for any reason, the game, you were just playing the game, and then you draw Gores after you committed to setting Solemn. So like now you're in this awkward position where you have a Solemn set that's going to half your life, which means you'll probably never get to drop the Gores if the game plays out a certain way.
You're not just going to Solemn anything just so you can drop Gores at 4,000. Like, you're still going to Solemn something after dueling is happening, which may even mean that you're going to take damage in the meantime.
Correct. So that's what typically happens. It's really frustrating when it happens, but drawing your cards in the wrong order is like an Edison mainstay. Is like one of the things that just happens a lot in Edison format. And this is one of the formats that is, the least consistent out of the ones that later on, where every card searches every card, like Modern Yu-Gi-Oh! All the decks just, my guy searches my other guy, it searches my entire engine once I do this. So this is why the format is fun though. This is why we all have the dopamine rush, is why we play it, because, the variance, the chance of outplaying your opponent, all that stuff. Like, we could have done something differently. We could have gone for a Gores play and just pray, and that would have in looking at the replay, that would have actually gotten us further. So but that's what I love about Yu-Gi-Oh! I love that we are in a constant state of learning, and you could always figure out things that you could do better to win a game that you lost. And that, honestly, I learn more from losing than I do from winning. Like, we didn't learn anything just now from fucking absolutely attacking this guy for everything he had, right?
Yeah, but I mean, if anything, we're worse off for this set.
Okay, well, on that note, we're gonna end it here. I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.
You weren't ready for that one.
No, I was not.